to Health Practitioners TV. Today I'm joined by Babula Clement, an astrologer for the last 20 years. How are you today?
I'm very well, Amanda.
If I may first of all start with astrology, what does that word, what does it actually mean, astrology?
Oh, that's a huge thing. Astrology, of course, is different to astronomy, astronomy belonging to the world of the scientists. Astrology is really the study of the placement of the planets at any given moment in time. So, and it's the way we use that to interpret and try and understand anything that may be occurring, and that can be, you can use astrology to create a birth chart for a person, and then the birth chart is like a map of their journey, of their soul journey in any given lifetime. And you can use astrology as a tool to interpret the placements of planets at the time of a natural event like an earthquake, or a political election, or the start of a business, or anything like that. So astrology, it's just a huge, huge, huge field that has many different specialty areas. My particular approach is really to do with people, because I've always been interested in people, to help people understand themselves and their life.
Wow, and bearing that in mind, like with the year that we're in now, in 2010, we've already had, quite different environmental things going on, like the floods that we've had in Queensland, the massive rains, Is that cyclical that we've actually got going on? Is it something that happened, 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago, and we're just getting back into the normal patterns, or what do you think it is?
Well, the whole world, the whole planet is going through a tremendous change, and many seers and prophets and astrologers and mystics and various people have been talking about this time of change for decades now, and it's upon us, we're in it, as we move from the old age into the new age of Aquarius, and these ages are long periods of time. And so really a lot of these big weather events and natural phenomena that are occurring, like earthquakes too, are all part of this change. Things are accelerating, but the very recent increase in water, I think it's got a lot to do with the fact that Jupiter's in Pisces now. Jupiter's in Pisces this year. And in my recent newsletter I was talking about that, and I was saying expect lots of water, plumbing, floods, tidal waves, etc. And then the heavens opened and the rain started coming, and there's been floods everywhere. So there is that's been happening just quite recently, but in the bigger picture there are just so many changes that politicians and scientists and everybody are trying to understand, to talk about global warming, global cooling, what's going on. Astrologically, we look at the movement of the slow moving outer planets to try and understand from a bigger picture point of view what these energies are about. And it's all about the birthing of a new world, literally.
Wow, so that is so fascinating. Like, I would love to have hours spending with you on this topic, because it's so interesting.
Yes.
So when you're saying the birth of a planet, does that mean that, like, is the Earth going to crack open and
No, it's not so much the birth of the planet, but the birth of a new world, in the sense of this human world that we have created. It's really about the evolution of human consciousness, really. Human consciousness is expanding, growing, changing, and as we move into the new Aquarian age, there is literally a paradigm shift in consciousness, in thinking, in the soul's perception, and there's our individual soul's perception and human perception of things. But there's also, we could call it the collective soul of humanity, humanity having a group soul, if you like. And these energies are raising, are changing, are opening, are expanding, and by using astrology to track the movement, particularly of the slower moving outer planets like Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, we can see these forces at work.
Wow.
It's truly fascinating. And so we can work with an individual person's chart their own birth chart, to see where these slow-moving outer planets are activating things in their own chart, to see how these collective changes are impacting on each person, because everyone has their own story and their own process in all of this.
Wow, that is just so absolutely fascinating to hear all of that. No, it's just absolutely incredible.